Hi, I'm Jim Gary, and welcome to Penelope's Workshop. I've spent the last few weeks preparing to swap out the 7.4-liter Vortec engine in my 26-year-old Workhorse-based motorhome, and I'm going to replace it with a remanufactured engine. There are so many things to remove, and parts are often difficult to access. So in this video, I worked toward removing the radiator. I took out the fan and the fan clutch, the alternator bracket, the water pump, and finally the fan shroud. I took out a few other odds and ends, and I've noticed that everything in the manual I use doesn't necessarily apply to my specific vehicle, so I had to make a decision as to whether or not I really need to remove the engine radiator at all. And I've marked chapters to make it easier to skip to the parts you might want to see, and I'm trying to keep these videos to around 15 minutes each. This is part 4 in the series. So please be aware that I'm a biologist, not a mechanic, and I'm showing you what I did, not what I think you should do. So please consult a professional mechanic before taking on work like this. And as always, I welcome any comments or suggestions you may have, especially if you've removed a similar radiator or engine from a Workhorse chassis. If you found this video interesting, there are links to my other videos in the description below. So please like and subscribe. Now let's get on with the video.
So there's the bolt I want to take out. It's 1/2 inch. So it did loosen up the radiator. This side of the radiator wiggles, and this side of the radiator does not wiggle at all. And I found these big screws here, but I believe those are just holding the top half onto the bottom half. I don't think they go through, because if they did, there's no way to get to them. But I did find that this bracket down here seems to be attached via 2 screws. There's one in here and there's one further back, and those are 3/8 inch, so I'm going to try to take them out and see if that loosens. So I got that second bolt out, so now this is no longer attached, and in fact I'm going to crawl under and remove it, and that'll help a little bit. But I think all that's left is, I think there's 2 bottom bolts that go up from underneath that hold the bottom of this radiator. So I think that's all that's left. So it's kind of looking like I can't take the shroud apart, because as I showed you earlier, it's stapled together, so you can't just unbolt the upper and the lower half like it says in the manual. So I think what I have to do is I have to disconnect the get the fan and the fan clutch out and pull that out this way toward me, toward the rear of the vehicle, and get that out of the way. Then I'll be able to maybe get the shroud out. And I'm beginning to wonder if which direction the radiator goes out. I don't know if it goes out the front or the back. If it went out the front, you'd think you wouldn't need to remove the shroud or the fan. First, though, I'm going to remove this. This is the mount for the air conditioning pump, and I'm not going to be needing that. So I've got this bolt down here loose. It was a 5/8 inch bolt, and then there's another one on this side, and it's on there pretty good. And I'm just afraid of injuring myself if I try to push too hard just by my hand, so I've got a big pipe here. It's always good to have a cheater pipe around. Okay, so it's just a bolt, big long bolt with a built-in washer. There's no separate washer. So this is the nut coming out, so it must be on a stud. Well, it's got a Torx head on it, so I could take it out. I think there's another bolt somewhere. But again, that's one of those hat-shaped nuts. There was no separate washer. So I found another bolt or nut down there. Oh, it's loose. So here's that bolt from underneath. It's a 9/16. It's relatively short, a couple inches long. So I'm trying to take this fan off, and the bolts on it are 13 millimeter. 1/2 inch won't quite fit on it. And I only had a short 13 millimeter, so I went out and bought a longer one. I have a full set of extra long SAE wrenches, but not metric yet. And I've jammed a piece of wood here to keep the fan blade from turning. And I've already sprayed the bolts a couple of times, and as you can see, they're coming right off. So that's the bolt that holds the fan on, and it's short, and it's got a little washer on it, separate washer. Now, I realize I won't be able to get the fan actually off until I get the clutch off, but there, I got that one loose. grab hold of this so I can undo those nuts. I think just putting this wood in here and holding a little pressure on it will probably do it. I see a mark on that metal there. I don't know if that's significant. So I got the wood jammed in the pulley. That's the fan belt pulley. And I've got the wrench here, and I got a glove on just so I don't hurt myself on the fan blade. So I'm going to put some pressure on the pipe, on the wood, and I've got that on there. See if I can get it. Yeah, that nut's pretty loose. Just a plain nut. There's no washer on it. Okay. That's worked out really well. Okay. Okay, there's another nut off. Now I don't want that, if it falls off, I don't want it to damage the radiator. So I'm going to go get a towel. So I got this towel tucked mostly between the radiator and that clutch, the fan clutch. And get the last bolt off. So the pulley's loose. So I'm hoping I can grab this and somehow work it out through this gap up here. I'm supposed to remove the shroud. Here it comes. Okay, so I got it loose. Okay, I got a grip on it. I think we're good. I think the towel has to go. There it is. So here's the clutch that was facing forward, and it was attached to the pulley here, so I can now remove the fan blade if I want, but I don't really see any reason to. So that's good. So now let's see what we got in the hole up here. Okay, so I've got a lot more room. I'm hoping I can somehow manage to get the shroud out. It's not connected anywhere, and I can't separate the two halves without doing a whole lot of work, so I'm going to just see if I can't figure out a way to wiggle it out of there. I was unable to get the shroud out, so I'm trying to get this bracket. This is the bracket that the alternator was on off. And I've taken off a few bolts from the top here, but I found another one that was buried down here. So I took that off, very similar to the other bolts I did. And then I found another nut. So it's right here. This nut I'm going to take off because something is holding this on. So I've got this nut loose. It's just a regular nut, but it's got a built-on washer, so it's a top hat type nut. And by the way, the stud has that Torx end on it, I guess, to remove it if I need to. But there's still something holding this on. Here's the alternator mount again, and I found a bolt down under here that I hadn't seen before. It's going in that way. Let's see if I can get the camera down there so you can have a look. Should be able to see it there. Yeah, I see it. Okay, so I'm going to take that out. Oh, and it's loose now. Haha. No washer, just a top hat type or bolt. So now I should be able to slide this off. And there it is. So there's the piece. It's pretty good size. And now I'm wondering if I can somehow slide that shroud out of there. So I think I got it enough. I've got this corner out from underneath it. That gave me just enough clearance. So I'm hoping I can pull it out. I think it's coming. Just a few things in the way. Again, trying to be there. It's out. So there's the whole thing. Now in the manual, there's a stud here to align the upper half and the bottom half, and there's supposed to be a couple of bolts here, but instead there's a bunch of staples, and you can see they're really thick, heavy staples. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There, and on the other side is the same thing. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now you can clearly see the radiator. Haha, finally. Now it said to remove the radiator, and I assumed it wanted me to remove the radiator because I have to shift this forward a little bit to pull it out from the transmission. But I can't believe I have to move it more than a couple of inches, so I'm wondering if I even need to remove the radiator in this particular vehicle. So I'm going to take out the water pump, and it kind of stands off away from the engine a little bit, and so I've got the wrench in a bolt here, and there's another bolt above it, and then there's two on the other side that you can't see because they're underneath this air conditioner compressor bracket. I've got to take off this little hose here, and it's a 1/4 inch, and there just isn't room to get one of my little nut drivers in there, so I got a 1/4 inch ratchet socket. And there's a wire here, and I've already labeled it thermostat wire. It's just a little plug with two things in it. So that goes right into the thermostat, because underneath this blue tape, that's the thermostat. Okay, let's see if I can get this off. Boy, these little hoses are always hard to get off. Well, hopefully I can pull it off after I get all the bolts loose. So let's see what happens. So I'm going to get this bolt off. Okay, I got a smaller wrench, so it hopefully come out easier. There we go. So it's a top hat shaped, so the washer's built onto the nut. There's no other washer there. Lower one out. It's the same bolt, same size, top hat type. This is another one I already took off on the other side. And I believe there's just one more bolt, and it's going to be hard to reach and hard to film. I can't see under there, so I'm just going to have to go by feel. I had to get an extension, but I got the ratchet on. Just awkward to get in here. There it goes, it's loose. Coming right out. There it is, it's the same as the other bolts. So now this thing should be loose. Yep. The only thing holding it on is this hose here. So I've just got to work that hose connection loose. I'll come back when I get it off. So I got the hose loose, so I can just take this out. And it's going to come out with a hose on it. A little bit of coolant in there. There we go. Okay, so that's out. So it feeds right into the block. There's a hole on the left and the right, and there's a gasket there. So the way it's looking right now, this pulley here is attached, I think, to the harmonic balancer, I guess. But how much room do I have if I have to shift this forward with everything else out of the way? And I've got about 9.5 inches, and I can't imagine I have to shift this more than a few inches forward to get the transmission loose. I may not have to take out that radiator. So this is the water pump as we viewed it as I was taking it out. That's forward and this is back. And you can see where the 4 bolts were, those 9/16 head bolts, 2 here and 2 here. And these match up to holes in the block. And then this is that short hose, cooling hose, and then there's this big one. And then on the front, these are the nuts I had to take off to get the clutch and the fan blade off. But I'm pretty happy. I'm under the engine, the rear of the engine on the left side. These are the 2 oil lines that lead to the cooler that's mounted to the front of the radiator. So this is the rearmost one, and this is the frontmost one here. So I've got this wrench here, and these pipes, these weren't tight at all. They were almost just hand tight. I was kind of surprised about that. I figured there was oil in it. So anyway, that's loose, so that can just be left there. I get the other one out. Hopefully it'll be equally loose. Yep, so it's just kind of snug. It's not exactly hand tight, but it's not real tight either. So I've got it as loose as I could with the wrench, I think. It should just be hand tight now. There it comes. Okay, so it's out. So now I'm to the left of the engine. If you look up here, you can see the pump for the steering. Moving forward, if you look into here, there, I believe that is one of the nuts that holds the bottom of the radiator in. And boy, getting in there and getting that loose, because these are all brake lines here, and I don't really want to mess with those, so I think I'm just going to leave that in there unless it turns out I have to remove it. And if you look over here, you'll see the other one. So if you look back here with the pins pointing, you can see the other bolt that holds the bottom of the radiator in. So I think right now that's all that's holding it in. If I have to take it out, I can, but I don't think I want to.
So I was looking at the radiator again, the bottom, and I found a better way to reach those bottom bolts. And it turned out they're 19 millimeter nuts on there. And I put one on, I put a socket wrench on there, and it's really tight. I could get it out if I had to, but I don't think I want to. So I think I'll just leave the radiator in. I think I get the engine out without that. But I think those are the key to getting it completely out. I'm finally seeing some light at the end of the tunnel, and the list of things I still need to do prior to lifting out the engine is getting really short. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And similar videos of mine are linked in the description below. Bye.